Welcome back to another episode of the Smokehouse Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Joe, and I'm here with my co-host, Sam.
Yo.
Yes, and today we got another one. And today we will be drafting our Smokehouse All-Star Reserves. The All-Star starters came out today. And if you go look at our last episode, which was us drafting our starters, there is one omission from there's one difference from the actual NBA starters to ours, which I think
nearly bang on.
Yeah, nearly bang on, but I think we have to discuss that quickly. Steph Curry makes it over Anthony Edwards. You're not really ever gonna be like Steph Curry doesn't deserve to be an All-Star.
Oh yeah, he deserves to be an All-Star.
Sorry, but
an All-Star starter this year.
Like I just feel like what Anthony Edwards has been doing. This is
100% agree.
And it feels like this episode is going to be about legacy. Legacy is going to have a lot to do with this episode, I feel like. And whether what is it about what you've done for me lately, or what you've done in the entirety of your career.
Yeah.
Because I think Anthony Edwards should have been a nailed on star, and I think it's a bit crazy that he's not.
100%.
If we look at what he's done this season, so Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves are 4th seed, 27 and 16. Anthony Edwards is averaging 29 a game. Shooting 40% from free.
Yeah.
50% from the field. He's been an all-star starter.
And by far the most clutch player in the league this season.
By far. Just came off of, what did he have the other day? Was it a 55-point game? I think it's crazy that he's not a starter.
Yeah.
And you could look at it and be like, okay, well, what's his team doing? He's a 4th seed in the West.
And what I find so interesting is that when the first round of voting came in and we saw like how few votes like relative LeBron had, I was like, oh, okay, so we're not doing the legacy thing this year. We're doing what are you doing this season? And like, don't get me wrong, Steph was like my number 6 on the list for like West All-Stars. But to have him above Ant, I know at the end of the day, All-Star's All-Star.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me.
We know being a starter means something. Being a starter means something.
Yeah. And he deserved that, man. Especially of all of the people, like he deserved that. Especially since like there's such an imbalance between East and West that we're getting to the point now where like genuinely, I'm tired of having like the East-West conversation, but like we've got to scrap it. Like we've got to scrap it at the very least for All-Star. We've got to scrap it for All-Star because some of the names that are going to be All-Stars because they're in the East this year versus some of the guys we're going to have to leave off out West. And the fact that Ant's not starting, and don't get me wrong, I like all of the guys out East that are starting, but besides Giannis, who deserves to be starting over Ant out East?
Yeah, I'd say Giannis and Cade.
Yeah, Giannis and Cade.
And I'd say JB too. Everyone, yeah, it's tough, but I feel like how I feel right now is less that Steph Curry doesn't deserve it. It's more that Anthony Edwards does.
Yeah, you've got no issues with Steph.
It's no disrespect to Steph, one of the GOATs of our era, and it's great that he's even still be able to be in these conversations. We're so lucky to have our stars play this long and doing at this level, to where Steph Curry himself is having a 27.4 per game season, So, but yeah, that's that. But back to our reserves. So what we're gonna do is we'll just go back and forth drafting, from in order of who we pick first to be reserves down to who we pick last, and then at the end we'll try and make a team. So I'll let you go first with your first pick, and we'll start in the East.
My first pick, Donovan Mitchell.
Facts.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Those of you that watched the
Easy.
last ep or listened to the last ep will know that that was the one disagreement we had in the
Yeah.
whole episode.
Yeah.
Because you thought he should be initially thought he should be all-star star. I was a bit higher on Tyrese Maxey, who ended up getting the selection overall, but it was we were splitting hairs.
Yeah,
We were
splitting
splitting hairs when it came to choosing them. So
He's an all-star starter caliber player.
yeah, 29,
So
5,
yeah.
6, 49% shooting, like definitely, absolutely. Probably one of the best statistically amongst the reserves. So
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell 100% deserves it, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's no arguments there. It's first name on my list too. My next pick, as for me, which was a lock, Jalen Duren.
Yep, I
Baby
had him in
Dwight.
mind as well.
Baby Dwight. You know, again, I feel like while we're in it, we tend to take these things for granted because I remember how we used to look at the Pistons. The Pistons are 31-10 right now.
That's insane.
They're 11
When
games
was the
above
last
500.
time the Pistons won 31? Even.
When did they win 31 games?
Yeah.
They're
Crazy.
31-10. 21 games above 500. And listen, Cade is the head of the snake. Cade is definitely the leader, but Jalen Duren has been just as important for them. Along with some other guys on that team, man, like guys like Beef Stew. They got a great roster over there, but Jalen Duren has stepped up this season immensely. Defensively, offensively, giving you 17 and 10, 63% from the field. He's been a dominant big. He would be welcomed on a lot of teams in the NBA.
Oh, for sure.
And he's taken a great jump this season, and I think he will definitely be. I'll be shocked if he doesn't make it.
That'll be an damn near all-time snub if he doesn't get it.
Yeah, that'll be malpractice, and he deserves it. And
the Pistons definitely deserve 2 All-Stars for sure for the season they've had. Like again, we're not through the season yet, but it's an all-time turnaround. Like so as it's trending, it's an all-time turnaround for them.
Yeah, so that was my second pick.
I had my new favorite light skin. Well, actually, no, I was going to say my second favorite light skin sniper, Michael Porter Jr. I was gonna say first. I wouldn't really forget about Steph. Michael Porter Jr. 25 or basically 26, 7 and 3. The 3 assists being the most surprising thing among that stat sheet. Just absolutely balling. Absolutely balling. Yeah, like proven. I think a lot of us looked at the trade initially and thought, okay, that seemed like a pretty good trade for the Nuggets. Boy, that boy came out. He is blowing, just shooting the lights out of the gym. And also, when you watch the shots that he takes, like it's so interesting watching a player and just seeing confidence personified. Just knowing that someone's going out there and saying, I worked on this, I'm shooting this. Doesn't matter whether it's 1 hand, 2 hand, 3 hand, 4. That boy is going up.
I don't see your contest, man. That's what he says.
I don't see your contest.
And I believe him. And what I respect from Michael Porter Jr. is I think a lot of guys feel like they can be the guys. And obviously, let's obviously look at what Brooklyn Nets are. They're not a good team. They're not really trying to be a good team. I think he's honestly probably hurting them from what they want to do.
Yeah, he might get moved for that exact reason.
But he's shown people that, I have more to my game. I can do more. I'm just playing my role. And then the great thing about that is if you know MPJ, we spoke about this on the earlier episode as well. You see him, if you know about MPJ in high school, he was meant to come into the NBA and be a number 1 option.
Yeah.
He's meant to be the guy. Yeah. And I just look at this jump now from 18.2 last season, jumping up to 25.7 points a game. He's always been a good rebounder.
Maintaining efficiency too.
You had him as your third. He made it as my last player on the list, but I also do have him on my list. And I was debating whether adding him. Because I feel like with All-Star, there's always a question of, are we putting the best players in or are we rewarding winning? How do we bridge that gap? But I just think for what he's doing, I had to put him in there, man.
Yeah.
Especially in the East where it's like this a bit hard. I don't know if he does make it, but I would love for him to make it. But yeah, I had him also. My third pick, I was weighing this up between a couple guys, but for me it's Scotty Barnes, man. What Scotty Barnes has been doing on the Toronto Raptors this season, defensively, it's a joke. The way he's able to affect the game on the defensive side is scary. And we all know Scotty Barnes defensively, his defensive upside is ridiculous. And to be honest, his defensive game translated almost from day one. But he's giving you 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. You know, we have this thing in the NBA where we like to say, "Oh, can guard 1 through 5." This is a legit. I can guard 1 through 5, legitimately. And you know, I like his offensive game this season a lot. The 3 points to 3-point, you know, it's 32%. It is what it is. But he's able to affect the game in so many different ways that I don't care, if I'm honest. But yeah, for me, he needs to be in the All-Star team. And yeah, that was my number 3 pick.
Yeah, I had him a bit lower on my list just because I think with All-Star, I don't tend to lean the same way with voting for All-Star as I do for like All-NBA. Because I just think of it more as like it's a showcase. So I'm also kind of thinking who are the players that I want to see. And to your point about weighing up individual performance versus team success, I tend to lean a bit more to individual performance for All-Star.
Okay.
And a bit more to like team performance for like All-NBA. But I still had him on my list as well. Like he's having a very good season, very, very good season. Getting good efficiency, winning basketball, and I also think defense is something that should absolutely be rewarded when it comes to All-Star. So yeah, I had Scotty on my list as well. With my next one, I know you've got him on your list. It's just a matter of where. Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson.
You know me, I like some Jalen Johnson,
bro. JJ, listen.
Man, he was the reason I bought so highly into the flipping Atlanta Hawks, man.
Yeah, who would have known?
Hey, but yeah, literally.
No, absolutely balling. Damn near triple-double, 23, 10, and 8, nearly 51% shooting as well. He's had some really big games this season. And you know, you could make the argument part of the reason why the Atlanta Hawks might have been so comfortable parting with Trae Young, because they looked at that man and said,
big reason.
I think we're right. I think we're right on that.
Listen, he's had a little slump recently, and I'm seeing some people blow out of proportion, but I just think people don't take into account, and this might be some Luka prop here, but people don't take into account how much of a stress it is and how much effort you put in having a high offensive load.
Oh yes, it's so
There's
much.
There's a reason that for so long, triple doubles weren't just a thing everyone was getting. It is a difficult thing to affect the game on so many different levels of the game. But to be averaging 23, 10, and 8, you know, like even the way he trains, he's probably been training to be the player that he has been. Now he has to adjust that because now his offensive load has gotten so much larger. But I do think give him time, you know, to adjust to this, because I think part of the reason we loved Jalen Johnson so much early on was just because of how good he was defensively. His defensive upside being 6'8", 6'9", can jump out of the gym, can move his feet well. You know, I hope he doesn't lose that two-way ability. But I just think, you know, we just got to give him time to adjust.
Yeah.
I just think it's a lot, man. You see it. And I think we don't take into account.
He's also young as well.
I feel like we see like offensive game as fun and defensive game as hard work. But they're both hard work. It takes a lot of hard work.
Like, you need to be so alert to be the person that's bringing the ball up.
Even just fitness, man. Obviously, with their athletes, so we know they're all fit. But like, there's a reason there's only one Steph Curry, bro. Have you seen how much that guy moves around the court? Being an offensive juggernaut is just as taxing on your body as it is to be a defensive player or a two-way player. So,
especially, again, all of that defensive attention where, you know, like, especially where you're the guy on the team, where every possession you're effectively getting all of the defense, like all of that attention, all of that energy. You're having to stay sharp make sure you pick out the right pass, thinking about what is the right play, even then running plays as well, having to remember all of them, remember where everyone's supposed to be, where you're supposed to be. It's a lot of effort, man. It's a lot of effort for me to be doing that 35 minutes a night.
Yeah.
And especially for someone so young, stepping into a role that they likely didn't expect to be stepping into this season. So yeah, he's been tremendous for me, man. Like,
yeah, I
absolutely deserves that spot.
I had him 4. So where are you at now? I had D-Mitch, then Duran, then Scotty B, then Jalen.
Yeah, I think I had D-Mitch first, and then MPJ, and then I had Jalen, Duran, and then Johnson.
Okay. All right, so then the next on my list, I think he could have made it last year for the Clippers, but he's making it this year for me for the Miami Heat. Norman Powell.
Yep.
I think what
You
he's
had him
done
5.
this season.
I had him 6.
And I love the story of being undrafted, coming out of UCLA, having to fight his way in, playing a good role in a championship winning team.
Yeah.
You know, getting his move, but then being undervalued by LA and saying, "No, we're cool. We'll replace you with Bradley Beal." We've seen how that went. Go into Miami and basically be the number 1 option.
Yeah.
When there's guys on that team who we consider all-star players, all-NBA players. Obviously, Tyler Hero had some injuries and things like that, and Bam is Bam, with all due respect. You know, his offensive game is up and down, but a lot of the reason why they're here is because Norman Powell's just been giving you buckets.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really lost his two-way ability to where, like, he's now become a liability on the defensive end. That's not happening, but he's just a straight bucket. He's giving you this season 23, almost 24 a game, 41% from free, almost 50% from the field, 84 from the free throw line. Yeah, man, he's having a career year. And I love that for him, man. And I think he is deservedly an all-star this season. And, you know, the Miami Heat aren't having the greatest season, but a lot of the positive things coming out of Miami Heat has a lot to do with Norman Powell. So, yeah, that's why I've given him the all-star nod.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I had him 1 spot lower, but yeah, everything that you said, literally, like, he's been playing so well this year. I mean, he's been giving it like 110% ever since he got into the league. Like, just, you love those undrafted players that just work for absolutely everything. They don't take anything lightly, and getting the opportunity in Miami, he's just been balling out and you know, playing excellent basketball. So yeah, I 100% agree. My next pick, gone to New York, Cap. I think he's been solid this season, but this is the part of the list where I was like, I'm going through the East, and I'm like, man, I'm like, who are the options here? I'm like, who gets? And I thought to myself, who gets 2 All-Stars? That's where the question kind of came down to, like, who's getting 2 All-Stars here? And I kind of felt like I felt more comfortable giving New York that second All-Star again.
See,
like,
and I understand where you're coming from. But it's like, are we giving him the All-Star? Are we giving New York the All-Star?
See, this is the thing. But I'm like, ordinarily, if the conference
21
is
and
deep
11
enough,
isn't anything to sniff at.
Yeah.
21 and 11 isn't anything to sniff at. I'll be honest with you. I am being a little biased. Their last 10 has been horrible.
Fair.
2 and 8 in their last 10.
That's fair judgment.
And I feel like when Brunson isn't there, he doesn't step up enough for me.
True.
They have ever since they traded for him, and to be honest, this is something that anyone could have told you when you're picking drafted. Ever since they traded for him, when you're picking up Anthony Towns, you're not expecting amazing defense.
No.
But the Knicks had an identity that I think they're losing, and I just think it's impossible to be a great defense without your back line, your center, being at least an above average defender, or just not a negative, let me just say. And I just think Cat hasn't done enough on that side of the ball.
That's fair.
I think like sometimes he can just be so 3-point happy with his game. But then if you just look at the numbers and maybe you're not watching as much, you'll go 21-11, no brainer, and rightly so. Rightly so. I understand why you do that. But yeah, man. Listen, he's
I
a
think that's fair,
bucket.
man. I think you've watched a lot more of the Knicks than I have, especially in
Yeah,
the
listen,
last
I
few
don't
weeks.
I don't feel like I'm not gonna say he doesn't deserve it. If Carvey Towns makes it All-Star, I'm not gonna be upset about it at all. But I just think some other guys. I just wanted to give some other guys over him. I didn't, and I feel like I am being biased over the last 10 games. They've had a bad run, and he's even in trade rumors right now. But yeah, fair enough, man.
So who have you got? Who have you got instead?
I gave it to Brandon Ingram.
See, that was my toss-up. That's fair enough.
So my list is Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Duren, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Johnson, Norman Powell, Brandon Ingram, Michael Porter Jr. Now, the guys that I was thinking on in and around the edge of like, ooh, can you make it, was Carl-Anthony Towns, Derek White. I really was thinking about Derek White because I feel like, well, when you're thinking about giving 2 All-Stars, it's like, well, the team's winning. Who do I give one to? And the reason for me, even though numbers-wise, Cat 21-11, I almost put, if anyone that was going to get on the list wouldn't have been Cat for me, it would have been Derek White because I just think what the Celtics are doing right now, we just did not expect. And Jaylen Brown has been insane. But I think Derek White has been an elite second player for them. So he was one of the guys that was going to make it for me. But I, in the end, just gave it to Brandon Ingram, and really just because I just think he's been balling, man. I love his game. I think I'm just a mad Brandon Ingram fan. I think people when they saw this trade from the Pelicans to the Raptors, people just really just looked at it as, well, he's just going wherever's going to pay him. But I think he's really, really taken on this challenge and this mantle as going and almost being, I don't know if I call him the number 1 option because Scotty Barnes is there, but he's definitely, I think, their number 1 scoring option.
Yeah, definitely.
21 almost 22 a game, 6 rebounds. I think he adds to that culture over there, or I'd say style over there, just like big long wings. They just need to, I'd say, really change the shooting over there. They need to get some shooters over there, and maybe look again a big. But man, back to Brandon Ingram, I think he's been elite this season. I think every time I've watched him play, he's just felt like he's impossible to stop getting to his mid-range. I think he's looked to facilitate a bit better this season. I think he's making some right reads and right plays every time I've watched him, and I've just enjoyed. Yeah, he's matured that's what it is. He's just matured. He's matured, man, and I just think I like to see him get the All-Star, man. So that's why he got the nod for me.
No, that's fair. You sold me with the arguments, though. Yeah, I think I'm happy to go Ingram over Cat. Like, for me, it was a toss-up. Again, I was kind of waiting in, like, NBA Cup and whatnot, and what you said, but I think taking in recent performances, because it all counts. Counts towards the vote.
They're fourth in the West, in the East right now, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it's it's Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, then Raptors. So, we're happy to make the East. So that's going to be Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
Jalen Duren, Michael Porter Jr., Scotty Barnes,
Jalen Johnson,
Brandon Ingram, Norman Powell.
Yep. Happy with that.
Cool, man. Now let's get over to the West, where
this is where it was tough. Like, it's funny because we will talk about this before, and it was like, it was tough to get 7 for the East. It was tough to narrow it down to 7 for the West. But
I'll be honest with you, my seventh name, it's a toss-up. It's 2 people right now. I'm gonna decide as it gets round.
Fairs, man. Fairs. I got to a point with the list where I just said, you know what, someone's not gonna make it, and it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's not. It's not my job actually. So I'm just giving my opinion.
I know who it is. I just don't like it. I know who it is, but I just don't like it.
Oh, that's fair.
If I'm honest.
Also, my order, don't take my order too seriously.
Yeah, no, listen, I get you.
Yeah, I put the list together. No, I got the first name down, and I was like,
we're good.
It'll make sense for me.
Yeah, I think our number one's gonna be the same, so let's go with that, man.
Yeah, and
should have made that starter. We've gone through that with Steph Curry.
Yeah,
we've gone through his numbers. If you don't know, you should know. Go find out. Anthony Edwards, elite.
Incredible this season.
You know, face of the league talk, all of that. He's elite. For how young he is, he's matured so much. His game, he's improved.
So much.
Things that I've just seen things on him that I wish I saw from like a jar. I've seen his game develop and mature, and
you know what's so funny? Coming into the league, maturity is one of the concerns around Ant.
Yeah,
because it was all that talk about like, what was he committing to? Like, where was his head at? He played football for a while. People were like, what do you want to do? Yeah. He was even some of the comments he made, and you looked at it and you thought, oh man, if he might not be serious, but boy,
he's serious.
Boy, he's serious.
So
he's serious.
Yeah. So let's just say that's our consensus. One, who do you have at number two?
I got KD.
Yeah, same.
I got KD number two. Yeah,
easy money, he's been KD. Sniper, passed Dirk in scoring for number 6, I believe, with a fadeaway, one leg. It was beautiful. Passing Dirk with some Dirk, you know, easy money sniper, man. He's been doing this shit since I can remember. Been doing this shit since I was in flipping primary school.
Literally, you know, bro. Literally. Since wow.
Yeah, man. And he's just elite, man. He's elite. 26, 5, you know, damn near 50.
And the thing about KD that I love is it could be 30.
Yeah, but he plays within the game and he doesn't force it.
No,
he doesn't force it. He doesn't force it. Damn near 50-40 now. 51% from the field, 39% from 3, 88% from the free throw line.
In year, what, 19? 19.
I think so, yeah, 19.
Yeah, it was 07 he got drafted.
Yeah.
19.
So yeah, 19.
Wild.
Come on, man.
Absolutely wild. Coming off, what, how many years off the Achilles?
How many years has it been now?
7?
Oh, it was 2019, yeah.
Yeah, it was 19.
6. I was 7, Jesus, yeah.
7
years 6 and a bit. It'll be 7 in summer, yeah. 7 in summer, yeah. Literally.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Just
crazy.
Just one of the guys that you watch and you're just grateful to be in this era to witness this, because this is art. That's why he's one of the players that makes me understand that I see this thing as an art. Yeah. You know, these are not doctors and nurses. We don't need these guys for the world to function, but I'm thankful we get to watch players like this because, listen, man,
it's going to be,
you know, I'm lucky that I've grown up in this era. We've got Steph Curry's, Bronze, all these guys that we get to watch, and KD is right at the top. Right, one of those players, man. He's just ridiculous. He's ridiculous. So yeah, he was our number 2 as well. My number 3 is his running mate, Alperen Şengün. Alperen Şengün for me has been a joke.
Yeah,
he's been a joke. Now I understand the Rockets, the Houston Rockets, have gone on a little shaky run. They're 5-5 in the last 10, but for the majority of the season, he's been elite. You know what I respect about his game and his buckets is he can shoot the 3, but I don't look at him as a stretch big. Yeah, so the way he's getting his buckets for me, yeah, he's shooting 29% from 3, but he's still able to get his buckets, facilitate, rebound at a ridiculous level, which is why they're the best rebounding team in the NBA. But if you look at that lineup, yeah, apart from KD in the starting lineup, Amen Thompson non-shooter. Sometimes they're starting Steven Adams non-shooter, and then you've got him. But even in saying that, he's still giving you 21, 9, and 6 a game. And again, I love a big that can facilitate.
Oh, the best.
It's a cheat code.
best.
You know, and I think for me, they are not I don't know, 4 other players that deserve to be on this more than Operation Goon for me this season.
Yeah.
And yeah, he had to be all-star starter for me.
Yeah,
I mean, an all-star
fair.
reserve for me.
Yeah, absolutely fair. I've got Goon on my list. I had him a little bit lower, a couple positions down, but yeah, definitely deserves to be there.
Who you got 3?
I couldn't resist.
The
LeBron James.
Yeah, man. Listen. Yeah, go on. You do. Because they're trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe it's Rich. Maybe, you know. Listen, he's a polarizing figure. We know this, yeah. But maybe because Rich Paul's been talking, you know, the hate train for LeBron is larger than ever, yeah. Anyway, man, it's not my goal.
I knew a lot of people didn't like LeBron. I knew that. I've known that my whole life. I never knew the conspiracy will be conspiring like this. And it needs to stop. Yeah? NBA, stop. It's too much. It's too much. Because, first of all, the slow start. What are we talking about? What slow start? Yeah, slow by LeBron standards. But you can't then do slow by, or it's not a great season by LeBron standards. But then we look at it objectively and we go, oh, I'm sorry. It's 22.6, 6 and 6 on 51% shooting.
Last 10 games,
40% from 3.
Last 10 games is 26, 7 and 7. But anyway, carry on going.
Right.
Do your thing.
Right. So like he's still LeBron James. He's just in year 23 or
41
24.
Years old. 41
Excuse me. 41 years old, and he's been doing what, 27, 6 and 6 since he turned 41. Excuse me. I don't know why you weren't voting for LeBron. I don't know why. Clearly, we've all got things going on in our lives. I don't know what's driving your decisions. However, players, media, coaches, get it together, get him in the game. I don't want the NBA to have to do any rigmarole. I don't want him to have to say he's retiring at the end of the season.
I don't want a pity vote. That's the thing.
I don't want a pity vote.
I don't want a pity. With all due respect.
But he deserves it.
With all due respect to Dirk and Wade, I don't think where they were in their careers and what LeBron's doing right now are 2 different things. As I said, 26, 7 and 7 in their last. In his last 10. Of course, the Lakers are 5 and 5. They've dropped from being a 3 or 4 seed to now a 6 seed in the West. It's the first half of the season. We know what the roster's looking like. They're 30. They had a 30-point per game scorer who's on the bench. He's on the bench injured. Right. In Austin Reeves.
They've had players in and out of the lineup injured.
But the internet narrative is, of course, it's all LeBron's fault. But that's neither here nor there. This is about All-Star.
It's everything bad that's happened to LA in the last however many years has been LeBron's fault, except when they won the championship, in which case it's the bubble.
We're in LA, yeah. Don't piss me off.
Yeah,
don't piss me off. Come on, guys.
Don't. Also, it's within your best interest, because if he's not in the All-Star game, all we'll be talking about is the fact that he's not in the All-Star game.
And this is the thing. You say
viewership is down as it is.
But this is the thing, though. If he is there, all they're gonna talk about is that he's there. Why is he there? Regardless, listen. Before we move on,
he's a topic of conversation. This is not
a LeBron episode, but just this. I wonder what the media are going to do when he's gone. They're gonna have to talk about basketball then? I don't know if they want to.
I think a couple people are gonna lose their jobs.
Because what else are you here for? But yeah,
I think a couple people are gonna lose their jobs because that hot take machine is gonna die down when you can't do. How long after he retires can you continue to do the GOAT debate?
Man, so listen, I had him 6th. Well, honestly, I wanted to have him 2nd, but whatever. But my next on my list at 4. Really, I have him at 4, but as you said, I'm just forget where he is on this. I just feel like we've in the last 10 games. We've kind of had a bit of like a up and down last 15, 20 games. Well, since they played the Spurs, there's this thing with the Thunder, like they're human now. And it's like the end of the world. End of the world is 36 and 8, number 1 in the West seed. Number 1 in the West. Number 1 seed in the West is like everyone. If you go on the internet, their fans are like, oh my God. Guys, chill out, man. You're still the best team in the NBA.
You'd be fine.
you're still the best team in the NBA and you haven't hit your heights that you need to yet. There's still things that your team can get better at, by far. That should be something to be proud of. And I've given them a second MVP in Chet. Because I think a team that good that started that well, with the defense that they have,
yeah, and he's been anchoring
it
that
has
defense.
a lot to do with their back, their back line. And Chet this season is giving you 18 and 8, you know, defensively one of the best in the NBA. Yeah, man. He's averaging 3 blocks in his last 10, apparently. I need to double check that, but yeah, man. Listen, you watch Chet, especially when J-Dub's down, he steps up offensively. I still think there's another jump for him to take, but this is where I'm leaning on the side of your team deserves it, as well as you have a player that deserves it. But yeah, I gave it to Chet.
I was very close to putting Chet on, man. And on the note of like player versus team, it feels crazy for OKC to have one All-Star.
Yeah.
And so I understand the argument there, and obviously he's played terrifically. There were just other guys that I wanted to get that celebration and get that award and whatever else.
For sure.
So
for sure.
I've got or who had I 4? I got Devin Booker at 4.
Not mad at it.
I got Devin Booker at 4. I think he's had a season where I think after that trade with Houston, I think a lot of us looked at the Suns and were like, right? Didn't expect much from them. Devin Booker's been Devin Booker. He's been who he's been pretty much since he came into the league.
He almost feels underrated now.
I think I feel honestly,
or
I feel
maybe
like he's
overlooked is the right word. He feels like he's going into that Donovan Mitchell category. Or like, we know you're good.
Like we know you're good. When we talk about you, we know you're good. But then when we have conversations about who are the best players in the league, your name never comes up. So I think it's that overlooked thing. And again, it's like, yes, they're in 7th, but that Western Conference is so close. Like,
and that roster isn't the 7th seed roster.
That roster isn't a 7th seed roster, and they're a game off being 4th.
That team is being coached amazingly.
Yeah.
It's being coached amazingly, and Devin Booker is leading it, along with somebody else who I really wanted to put on this list who didn't make it. He's in my pool of so many players that could have made it. Dylan Brooks and Devin Booker are doing amazing things in Arizona.
Amazing work, man.
They're doing amazing things in Arizona,
amazing
man,
work.
Phoenix Suns. And honestly, now that you're saying this, I am a bit annoyed he's not on my list.
Hey.
You know,
too late to change.
Yeah, man. Chat, man. Let's see.
Yeah.
when we combine it, then we'll see. But yeah, man. I'm not against it. My next pick, I think this is my number 6 pick now. Number 6 pick, yeah. Jamal Murray. It's time.
Yeah, I got Jamal in there.
It's time.
Yeah.
I think Jokic going down helps him a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But yeah, Jamal Murray, he's been elite.
I think the thing with Jamal is like
the playmaking jump for me as well. The assists.
Defo.
7 assists this season, averaging 26 a game. We knew he was a bucket. Again, there's a common theme here. Coach Calipari, Kentucky, point guards. They work.
Absolutely.
He's been elite.
My thing with Book were like, he's been one of those players that you think of, and especially you think of his playoff performances and some of the player performances he had, and you think, all right, yeah, this guy's an all-star. And you look at it like he's never been an all-star. But then you look at his numbers and you're like, that's why. But I think finally we're at a point now where his regular season production is effectively matching up with the production we've seen him do on certain instances in the playoffs. And he's putting up all-star numbers now for a team that is 3rd, for a team that is, a game behind 2nd place, for a team that has lost their best player and has managed to stay afloat. I think it's time, man. It's time he gets that all-star. He deserves that all-star. Absolutely. I definitely agree with Jamal there.
So, yeah.
So I think we've got what?
It's time, man. It's time.
We got one more spot, I think, right?
Yeah, and I just want to see quickly. You go ahead with your last player. I just want to see quickly when Jokic's last game was. So Jokic's last game was December 30th. December 30th. So he's been carrying them for almost a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He has to make it. He has to. Yeah. Who you got in your last spot, bro?
I've got a boy out in Portland. I've got Danny Avdia. Yeah, I think again, it's a tricky one because like not a great basketball team, but to be honest, Portland hasn't been a great basketball team since like 2018. So I think they're at 500. They're ticking along pretty well, but like again, statistically, that individual player performance, he's been playing well all season. He's been playing well all season. I wasn't willing to support him as an all-star starter naturally, because I know he was getting a lot of votes in that early one.
Yeah.
I won't comment on that, but I think his overall production has been, I think, all-star level. Yeah. So I've got Denny.
I am. When you look at the numbers, and if you actually watch the Portland Trailblazers, actually, it's a really good watch, by the way. It's hard to say he's not an all-star. I didn't have him. I'll be honest with you. I use the fact that people feel like he's an all-star to choose my last player, because they're not a great team, Portland, but it's the West. But just below them, yeah, is a team called the Los Angeles Clippers. And the last time I checked, we're having all-star in the Intuit Dome in LA. Kawhi Leonard, step forward, man. Sorry. Listen, injuries, 28, 6 and 3. 49% from the field. Kawhi Leonard has been, when he's played, he's been a cyborg. He's been an absolute madman when he's played this season. He's been insane. Listen, I hear it. I hear what everyone's going to say. Blah, blah, blah. Injuries, off the court stuff, trees, and all this stuff. And underhand, 94% from the free throw line, yeah? 39.9% from three. He's played 30 games. He's averaging 28. Listen, shout out James Harden, because he held it up for a long time.
See, I was tempted to put
James Harden was one of those guys. Listen, the West, I could listen, it's Kawhi for me. But if you want to give some shout outs, there's a bunch of guys from the West. In the West, I had cases for Dylan Brooks, James Harden, Lowry Markkinen for me, Austin Reeves if he didn't get injured. You know, there's a bunch of guys.
That's what upsets me about
low key, Rudy Gobert's been a demon defensively. Yeah. But offensively, there's guys, man. Julius Randle has a shout for me. You know, the West is just loaded. The West is loaded. I didn't have Denny on mine. So, but Kawhi's doing top 5, top 10 play in the NBA shit, bro. Yeah. And I'm just praying they can sneak into the playoffs, yeah? Yeah, sneak into the playoffs. He doesn't get like a mysterious ban due to some agricultural under the table stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
And he stays healthy style. Because listen, man. The NBA is just better when Kawhi Leonard is healthy and playing.
Yeah, not facts.
They
won their last 6 as well.
There's few people who are this cold on both sides of the basketball. This is an elite basketball player. And come on, guys, we're into it though. You know?
Do you know
it
what?
It would be kind of rude if they didn't have an all-star.
At the same time, do you know what? I was just gonna be like, I'm willing to hear it, but then something ticked in my brain when you said the Intuit Dome, and then I've just thought of the Clippers, and I thought how they did Chris Paul. Kawhi Leonard go sit back down, then he go to All-Star.
Okay, so you know let's try.
The politics of having them in the Intuit Dome and not having a Clipper All-Star is delicious.
You think they deserve that for the CB?
Yes,
he's still on the roster, man. Just
That's not the point. All
right, cool. Let's just make some bargains. So, okay, we both have Ant.
Yeah.
Both have KD.
Yeah.
Şengün.
Yeah.
Bron.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray.
Yep.
So that's 5.
So then
We got 2
I
more
said
spots.
Denny
Who's your non-negotiable?
and Book. For me, Book.
Booker.
For me, Book.
So we got Booker, Denny,
Kawhi,
Chet. And we need to get 2 spots out of those.
Who's your non-negotiable?
None of these guys are non-negotiables for me.
Fez.
If I'm being honest with you.
Fez.
I'm trying to weigh this up probably, man. Okay, so. Hey, Julius Randle might be angry right now, you know. Low key.
I can tolerate that.
Oh, man. You 7 and 5. Julius. Oh, it's too late now, mate. Sorry, mate. Yeah. I'm going. I have to be honest here. I'm going Denny Booker. I got Denny Booker.
Ooh, okay.
I got Denny Booker.
No arguments there then.
Yeah, I was gonna do Kawhi. Denny deserves it over him and Booker. I'll succeed. I'll succeed. So we're gonna go Ant, KD, Bron, Şengün, Booker, Denny. Those are West reserves. And Jamal. Those are West reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, man. I'm happy with that. We'll just quickly recap the East. So we had D. Mitch, Jalen Duren, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Johnson, Norman Powell, Brandon Ingram, and Michael Porter Jr.
Yep.
And the West, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, KD, Easy Money, Sniper, Alperen Şengün, LeBron James, Jamal Murray, Devin Booker, and Denny Advia.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that, man. Let's see how many we get right. We were only 1 off. And really, Steph Curry should be on this list. And Ant should have been in the starters, but we were 1 off.
Win some, lose some. Yeah,
let us know who you had. Let us know who you think we got wrong. Let us know who you have in your All-Star reserves. And we'll wait to see when the results come out. We'll see how many we got right, man. But that's been another episode. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell a friend. And we'll catch you next time. We're out.
Peace.